This is the Iron Trader. It is Sunday night. Now, it's about 6:15. The futures opened here at 6 p.m. So, as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, Friday, what do we have? We had a really big ass red candle here. Okay, so we had a high here on, but actually this was an indecision candle. You can see how that's indecision, and then it went right up to the top where that closing is, came right down, but it held the old 21-day. Now, again, we have to see what's going to go on with this here candle here. Now, again, what you also want to watch here is this key level here. This is that 76.32, and then Friday's low here, 76.35 here. So that lines up pretty nice right there. Now, again, if that's lost here, then what we want to do is just go to the left of the chart. Okay, so you want to look here at that 75.93, and then we want to look here at this 75.54 level. That's going to be very key. Here is your 75.52. So that would be your next level here if you break below the 75.93. Then what we want always want to look at here is we want to look to the left of this candle. So you have 74.52, and then we want to look at this 8 SMA here. This is key. Okay, this is that 75.59. Okay, so that's going to line up here pretty nice here with your 75.52. So always watch this 8 SMA here on your weekly. But again, now this is on the weekly. So by next Friday, we got 5 days here. You really want to close above that key 8 SMA here. Now, again, after we follow the candles down, we were looking at this 74.52 here. We lined up pretty nice here with the 74.41. That is going to be your key support here if this is all lost. Now, however, when you look at this chart here, you see we have a low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Even if this sells all the way down to the 50-day and holds it, you could even go a little bit lower here. If it sells off and holds that, this is still a very bullish pattern and still intact. Now, see this rounded bottom here? That's always very bullish, okay? Very bullish. So you always want to watch that there. So again, just a quick review. This 21 here is going to be key on a closing basis. That's the key. Now, if it comes down here, but it closes back up here, that'd be fine. But then what we do, just look to the left of the chart here. Okay, there's that 75.93 here. And then we have that 75.52, 75.54 level, which, we're just right at there at that 75.60. Okay, so this is what you all want to watch. That is going to be very key support. And then we can just follow the candles down 74.52. And then we want to look at that 50 SMA here at 74.41. That's going to be very crucial. Again, if that's lost, we'll just follow these candles down. You have 73.56 here. You have 74.22, 72.38. We have 71.79, and then we have your nice retest here of 71.41, which is basically your price channel right there. Okay, so but again, if it came even all the way down and held all these candles here, you're still in a very bullish pattern because of the series of the higher lows and that nice rounded bottom that's taken place here. So let's just take a look here on the upside. Now you can see you're getting pinched here pretty good here with this 21-day, 76.76, and then we have that 50 SMA at 77.52. On your daily, that 77.09, that's going to be crucial, and the same way with this 8 SMA, 77.38, which lines up very nice here, with that 77.52. So it really jammed up, and then we have 77.65, that 200-day right above it. So realistically, you want to pay attention to the 100 SMA here, this 8 SMA here, very crucial, and this 21, okay, and this key 50 SMA. Now, again, if you can get above it, you have that 77.65 here, which is your 200 SMA, and then we can just rally the candles all up. So basically, you have 76.08 here, and then we want to look to Friday's high. That's at 78.39 level. You can see all the resistance going into there, and then we want to look to the top of this candle, 78.92, and then 79.29. That is going to be a retest. possible breakout. Now, again, you went right up here to it, 78.92. You didn't, came up close here, and it looks like you got kind of rejected here now in this time frame. But again, if you can get above that 79.29 here, then we just look to the left of the chart here. You have 79.60. We have 79.77. That will be your next target, and then we can work yourself up with the candles. You have 81.05 here. We have 82.24. Then bring that price channel right across. We have 83.60. Then we want to bring this price channel right across. You have 85.90. And then again, you have 88.29. And then you bring your price channel right across. And then we have 89.85. But again, we don't worry about that. I just like to show you where it goes, just like on the downside. If you lose the 21 to 50 day, then we can just follow these candles here all the way down for a retest of 71.41. So we don't really know, but right now it looks like you have a trading range 71.41 and 79.29. The key is going to be holding and closing above this 21 SMA. That's going to be very, very crucial. But just notice on the upside how much resistance we have in here with that 79.709 here, that 77.38. You got that 76.76 in this 50-day. Very, very crucial, 77.52, and then 77.65 up there. So there's a lot of resistance here, and then we have these nice support levels here. But again, you're still, right now, as of right now, you're still trading this box, okay? See, you can just see where you're coming down. So realistically, if you come on down, your next level here, you obviously want to watch your 75.93. But this is going to be the level here, that 75.52 for. See this? Because you had the double bottom. Once you have that double bottom, that creates a pretty good, strong support level. So that could come all the way across. So even if this shoots all the way down and then closes on up, that's what you got to be. That's where you get to really nice scalps. You say, oh, it's going to lose that 21 day. It's going to come all the way down. And then what it does, it goes right down to your retest here of your 75.50 level. And then she just blasts right back up here. So always watch that for a potential scalp. Obviously, if you lose that, then we have this nice 50 SMA at 74.41. And then ahead of that, we have that 75.60. Now, again, if that 75.60 is lost here, you can come all the way down to the 72.93 here. Very, very easy. And you still would have a bullish pattern, okay? So because you'd be right up here in right about in this level here, which would be pretty much about this candle right here, okay? So right there wouldn't be too bad here, even if it's sold off to there. But realistically, just watch that 21 SMA. Very, very key. And then watch these key levels here, because this could be a nice scalping opportunity tomorrow to take it and go to the upside. Now, your RSI here, we're looking good. Your green is still above your red. It looks like it wants to go over, but we got to see. On your weekly, your green is definitely a red, so it shows that you got good momentum there. And your RSI here has got plenty of room to run in both directions here. So we got to just see here. But again, just watch this box level here. This 74, basically, just look at a 75.50, okay? Look at 75.50, 79.29. That's the box that you're trading in right now, okay? Then obviously if it's lost, then we can go lower, but right now let's worry about this area here first. Okay, let's take a look here, see what natural gas is doing. All right, here we have natural gas, your hourly and your 4-hour chart. Now, you can see here, we just obviously had that stair step down. But this was like the turning point right here on this level here at this 1.52, okay? Then you just had a really nice rise here. And then what we do is you had that really just rip your face off rally kind of a situation. You had a nice bull flag going, and then she ran right on up here to 179, 1.792. However, as it was going across, it made here a 1.787. So you made a lower high. That basically was a double top, and that tells you that, hey, if that drops down, this is where you want to get short, okay? But then when it came down, look how nice it held that 200-day. Just like this bull flag, see how you're holding that 200 SMA here? Then you held this here on that key level. Then when she ran up, it just couldn't get anywhere. It just ran right into this lower resistant level, couldn't even get to the higher resistant level or even there, and then she just basically sold right off. Now, when you look at that 8 SMA here, see how that price was right below that 8. This is why I always point out that 8, because it just fights it the whole way until you can actually do something here. Now, again, we hit a low here, 1.58, But again, you're right in this support area right here. Now, I pointed out this level here, which is basically 1.63. And then I pointed out this level here, which is 1.61. Well, it came down to 1.58 level here, which is basically in a thick of all of this. So if you're even looking at the bottom of this candle here, you got 1.575. So that was basically your support level when you bring it all the way across. Let me see if I can big that up there a little bit here. Yeah, see where you bring that level across, see from that price channel. So you bring it right across there, and that was your support area. So what you do is you just use these levels here as you go down for support level, and then these levels here, you just use these here then for resistant level. So it makes it a little bit easier here where you can look at it. Now, again, looks like we have a nice little pop-up here today. So what we have is we're looking for this 1.695 level. That'd be your 50 SMA, and then we could work yourself all the way up to the top of that candle, 1.749. You have 1.76. 1.78, and then that retest of 1.79 there. Okay, so right now here, same kind of a situation here. You had a really nice and ran right up. It just couldn't get above that situation here. So now what you have above here is you have this 50-day at 1.69, and then we have this 21-day at 1.69. So you got pretty strong resistance, but you notice that it's back holding that 8 SMA at 1.65 here. So we got to see if we can go back and retest that. Now, again, if you can break out of that 1.79 here, which is right about where your 100-day is, then we just keep looking right here to the left. So your next level, we just come right on over here, okay? So there's your level, okay, 1.86. And then we just keep following right on up here, see? 1.88. And then we just come right up here, see that 1.99. And then you just keep following the candles all the way up here until you can get a retest. So this is why you want to use price channel. It makes life a lot easier. So even if when it sells down, you follow the price channels down going across, or when it's going up, you just follow the price channels as she's going on up. All right, let's take a look here at a daily, a weekly, and a monthly. All right, here we have your natty gas, your daily, your weekly, and monthly. Now, remember, don't forget, I should have mentioned that at the beginning of the video, but right now, just remember, contract roll is today. Okay, that's probably why we have the nice gap up here. But so remember, contract roll is today, the 25th. Now, what do we have here? Well, I've always pointed out here, right here, this is when we had the last contract roll, and she rolled right over. And then we got some sideways action, and it fell right off. That was because the Biden administration and the Energy Secretary got together, and they decided that they're going to put a hold on those 13 pipelines and on exporting, excessive amounts of LNG. We're still, shipping out LNG here from the U.S. It's just that they want to put a hold. Now, again, those pipelines are going to be out till 2028, but always remember, it's the perception. When somebody says, okay, we're shutting this down, it's the perception, even though it's not happening today. It's like a stock when the numbers come out and on the stock, the earnings come out, it's not the news that matters. It's the reaction to the news. And you can see the reaction was down. Okay, so always remember, it's the perception of going forward. Oh, are they going to try to discontinue this natural gas for LNG and everything? So it's still in the house here. It's going to, that'll get reversed. You're going to be exporting LNG here. So I wouldn't really, get too concerned. Now, I've always pointed out this key 8 SMA here on the daily chart. See, it's 1.66. So now you can see where the price is right back above it. Okay, so what you need to do then is then we can follow these candles up. If it keeps on moving, you got that 1.72, and then we want to come over here to 1.79. This is your big K area right here. Okay, so if you can get above this, then your next target is going to be this 21-day 1.88. That is going to be very, very big. And then again, if you can get above that there, which is right there, you're going to come right up to the next level, 1.99, 204, 208, 210. And then this is what we're aiming for, is going to be this gap at 2.16. Now, again, your fill is way up here at 2.42. However, if you can get up to the gap, that'd be the first good step. And then you could run up, and your next target here would be this 50 SMA at 2.34. But realistically, what you really want to watch here is this 8 SMA here on a closing basis. That is going to be key. Now, again, if that 1.66 there is lost, then what we want to do here is we want to take and look to this candle here. This is 1.63. That's what we'll be looking. That's what you'd be looking at next. And then we want to look to the low of Fridays. That's 1.58, which lines up here. You have 1.57. And then we can come down and retest this 1.52. But the 8-day is very, very critical that you needs to hold on a closing basis. Then we can look at these candles, but realistically, your big target is going to be that 1.88. Again, if that is lost here, then you just want to look right to the left. That's at 1.637, that 1.58 Friday's low, and then we have the 1.57, and then your retest there at 1.502. That is very, very, very key. Now here on your monthly chart here, we can see here how you can just follow these candlesticks also just on the way down like we did. What do we have here? You had the 1.52, okay, and then your next level was going to be right here at this 1.44. That's going to be a very, very big target if that 1.52 again is lost. So realistically, you really need to get back above this 1.946. That's your price channel. That will take you right back in the game. But there are levels here that you can even go to where you look at the bottom of these candles. Okay, you have 1.85 here. You know what I'm saying? We want to always look at the candlesticks, your highs, your low, and your closing number. That's your support resistance. Okay, and then your key levels here are all your SMAs here. So realistically, again, just watch this 8 SMA. If you can close above that, that's the key. Now, just jump up here today. Then we got a good shot at hitting that 21-day at 1.88. Now your RSI here, you're looking good. You got a bullish cross here on your MACD. This is still bearish here on there. This has a nice on your weekly chart. You have a nice divergence. See where you have a low here, you have a low, and then you have a really low, and then we have a higher low. So right now here on your weekly, you have a positive divergence here on your RSI. You always want to look for anything that'll give you an edge. You know what I'm saying? Anything that'll give you an edge here to make you the money. But again, watch this key 8 SMA on the closing basis. If you can close above it, you got a good shot at taking at that 1.88. Now, let's just take a look at another set of charts here in the old natty. All right, natural gas here. We have your tick chart. You have a 1, a 5, and a 15-minute. Now, if you're going to trade here, it's good to have all these charts. Now, when I put these on here, this is just this laptop here is laptop. This screen here is a 17-inch screen, but I have 24-inch screens set up. So these are bigger screens here. So my setup is I have 10 screens going, okay, and 2 PCs going here, okay. So that's what I have. So, and you don't need it. I mean, I can trade off a phone, I can trade off a tablet, I can trade off a laptop, okay? That's not the point. The point is when I'm at my desk, all I want to do is look up and have it say, okay, boom, it's right there. All right, so here's your tick chart. This is a really good way to get the old scalping going. So there's that 1.69 here, and then we can just follow the levels here, but realistically, that is where you want to be going here. That's 1.749. And then we can work yourself right back up here, 1.78, and then we can come up here to that 1.79. But see, you can see here where you double top, and then you sold on down, but you held that key 200-day, and then she just went lower. But again, that's where you can take a nice good scalp, not the first time here, but when it comes down and then you hold the 100-day, that's a good scalp. Now remember, tick charts move, and they really move fast. So here it is on the 1 minute where you can see we basically have just like a gap and a go situation. Same way here. It's just easier to see, okay, when you put up all these charts. Now, to me, in natural gas, I have no position, okay? I trade UNG or Boyle for the long and KOLD for the short. But right now, I have no position. I don't like taking it overnight or over the weekend, especially. Now, crude oil, I will do it. I am long. I've been long for since end of January on crude oil, but I scalp it also every day in both directions, whatever direction that it goes. Like Friday was a really nice short situation. So I'm long crude oil, and I scalp it in I say in both directions. I'm long gasoline, but natural gas, I mean, they don't call this the widowmaker for nothing. And I think the wife would be a little pissed off if she doesn't see me in his office, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, what I was going to say is I just a little bit leery. It's easier to scalp both the rates, but remember with the contract roll here, This could be a fuller. You could run up and then she could slam down. So just make sure that you take it and look at both sides of the trade. Okay. So bottom line, when you walk into your office tomorrow, don't have, no opinion, no excuses, no feelings. Okay. And leave your emotions at the door. Has nothing to do with it. If you take a loss, take a small loss. Always put stops in there. Use a percentage on take a small loss, because you will make it more up in the gains. Okay, especially like if you're trading it, natural gas can get pretty wild. Same with crude and everything else here. Okay, so just leave your emotions at the door. It doesn't belong in trading. This is just business. And remember, losses are all part of trading. But remember, limit those losses. Take as least as you possibly can, but don't be afraid to say, hey, oh, I can't take a loss. You sell that, you take a small loss, and then you'll make it up here, okay? So that's how you have to trade. All right, I'll have more for you tomorrow morning before 8 o'clock as usual. And we'll go over crude oil and natural gas. Thanks for watching.